This week is entitled Nasso, which translates to lift up. The Torah portion is taken from Numbers 4:21 through 7:89. The Haftarah is Judges 13, 2-25, and the apostolic portion is Luke 1:11 through 20. Numbers 4:21 through 7:89. And Jehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, Take a census also of the sons of Gershon, by their fathers' houses, by their clans. Register them from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter to perform the service, to do the service in the tent of appointment. This is the service of the clans of the Gershonites, in serving and in bearing burdens. And they shall bear the curtains of the dwelling place, and the tent of appointment with its covering, the covering of fine leather that is on it, the covering for the door of the tent of appointment, and the screens of the courtyard, and the covering for the door of the gate of the courtyard, which is around the dwelling place and slaughter place, and their cords, all the equipment for their service, and all that is made for them. So shall they serve. At the mouth of Aharon and his sons is all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, all their burden and all their service. And you shall appoint to them all the duty of their burden. This is the service of the clans of the sons of Gershon in the tent of appointment. And let their duties be under the hand of Ithamar, son of Aharon the priest. As for the sons of Merari, register them by their clans and by their father's house. Register them from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter the service to do the work of the tent of appointment. And this is the duty of their burden, according to all their service for the tent of appointment: the boards of the dwelling place, and its bars, and its columns, and its sockets, and the columns around the courtyard with their sockets, and their pegs, and their cords, with all their equipment and all their service, and assign to each by name the equipment of the duty of their burden. This is the service of the clans of the sons of Merari, as all their service for the tent of appointment, under the hand of Ithamar, son of Aharon the priest. So Moshe and Aharon and the leaders of the congregation registered the sons of the Kehathites by their clans and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who entered the service for work in the tent of appointment. And their registered ones by their clans were 2,750. These were the registered ones of the clans of the Kehathites, all of those serving in the tent of appointment, whom Moshe and Aharon registered according to the mouth of Jehovah, by the hand of Moshe. And those registered ones of the sons of Gershon by their clans and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who entered the service for work in the tent of appointment. The registered ones by their clans, by their father's house, were 2,630. These were the registered ones of the clans of the sons of Gershon, of all who served in the tent of appointment, whom Moshe and Aharon registered according to the mouth of Jehovah. And those of the clans of the sons of Merari who were registered by their clans, by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who entered the service for work in the tent of appointment. The registered ones by their clans were 3,200. These were the registered ones of the clans of the sons of Merari, whom Moshe and Aharon registered according to the mouth of Jehovah by the hand of Moshe. All the registered ones of the Levites, whom Moshe and Aharon and the leaders of Israel registered, by their clans and by their fathers' houses, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who came to do the work of service and the work of bearing burdens in the tent of appointment. These registered ones were 8,580. According to the mouth of Jehovah, they were registered by the hand of Moshe, each according to his service and according to his burden. Thus were they registered by him, as Jehovah commanded Moshe. Numbers chapter 5. And Jehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, Command the children of Israel to send out of the camp every leper, and every one who has a discharge, and whoever becomes defiled for a being. Send out both male and female. Send them outside the camp, so that they do not defile their camps in the midst of which I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, to send them outside the camp. As Jehovah had spoken to Moshe, so the children of Israel did. And Jehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel. When a man or woman commits any sin that men commit in trespass against Jehovah, and that being is guilty, then they shall confess their sin which they have done, and he shall restore his guilt in its principal, plus 1/5 of it, and give it to whom he has been guilty. But if the man has no relative to restore the guilt to, the guilt which is restored goes to Jehovah, for the priest, in addition to the ram of atonement, with which atonement is made for him. And every contribution of all the set-apart gifts of the children of Israel, which they bring to the priest, becomes his. And every man's set-apart gifts become his. Whatever any man gives the priest becomes his. And Jehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When any man's wife turns aside, and has committed a trespass against him, and a man has intercourse with her, and it is hidden from the eyes of her husband, and it is concealed that she has defiled herself, and there was no witness against her, nor was she caught. And a spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, who has defiled herself. Or a spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, although she has not defiled herself. Then the man shall bring his wife to the priest, and he shall bring the offering for her, 1/10 of an ephah of barley flour. He is not to pour oil on it, or put frankincense on it, because it is a grain offering of jealousy, an offering for remembering, for bringing crookedness to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near, and shall make her stand before Jehovah. And the priest shall take set-apart water in an earthen vessel, and take some of the dust that is on the floor of the dwelling place, and put it into the water. And the priest shall make the woman stand before Jehovah, and shall uncover the woman's head, and put the offering for remembering in her hands, which is the grain offering of jealousy, while the priest holds his hand the bitter water that brings a curse. And the priest shall make her swear, and say to the woman, If no man has lain with you, and if you have not turned aside to uncleanness under your husband's authority, be free from this bitter water that brings a curse. But if you have turned aside under your husband's authority, and you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband has lain with you, then the priest shall make the woman swear with the oath of the curse. And he shall say to the woman, Jehovah make you a curse and an oath among your people, when Jehovah makes your thigh waste away and your belly swell. And this water that causes a curse shall go into your inward parts, and make your belly swell and your thigh waste away. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and shall wipe them off into the bitter water, and shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings a curse, and the water that brings a curse shall enter her to become bitter. And the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before Jehovah, and bring it to the slaughter place. And the priest shall take a hand filled with the offering, as its remembrance offering, and burn it on the slaughter place, and afterward make the woman drink the water. And when he has made her drink the water, then it shall be, if she has defiled herself and has committed a trespass against her husband, that the water that brings a curse shall enter her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall waste away, and the woman shall become a curse among her people. But if the woman has not defiled herself, and is clean, then she shall be clear, and shall conceive children. This is the Torah of jealousy, when a wife turns aside under her husband's authority and defiles herself. Or when a spirit of jealousy comes upon a man, and he becomes jealous of his wife. Then he shall make the woman stand before Yahovah, and the priest shall do to her all this Torah. And the man shall be clear from crookedness, but the woman bear her crookedness. Numbers 6. And Yahovah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When a man or woman does separate by making a vow of a Nazarite to be separate to Yahovah, he separates himself from wine and strong drink. He drinks neither vinegar of wine nor vinegar of strong drink, neither does he drink any grape juice, nor eat grapes or raisins. All the days of his separation he does not eat what is made of the grapevine, from seed to skin. All the days of the vow of his separation a razor does not come upon his head, until the days are completed for which he does separate himself to Yahovah. He is set apart. He shall let the locks of hair of his head grow long. All the days of his separation to Yahovah he does not go near a dead body. He does not make himself unclean for his father or for his mother, for his brother or his sister when they die, because his separation to Elohim is on his head. All the days of his separation he is set apart to Yahovah. And when anyone dies beside him in an instant, suddenly, and he has defiled the head of his separation, then he shall shave his head on the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day he shaves it. And on the 8th day he brings 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest, to the door of the tent of appointment. And the priest shall prepare one as a sin offering, and the other as an ascending offering, and shall make atonement for him, because he sinned by reason of the dead body. And he shall set apart his head on that day, and shall separate to Yahovah the days of his separation, and shall bring a male lamb a year old as a guilt offering. But the former days are not counted, because his separation was defiled. And this is the Torah of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are completed, he is brought to the door of the tent of appointment. And he shall bring his offering to Yahovah, 1 male lamb a year old, a perfect one, as an ascending offering, and 1 ewe lamb a year old, a perfect one, as a sin offering, and 1 ram, a perfect one, as a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mixed with oil, and unleavened thin cakes anointed with oil, and their grain offering with their drink offerings. And the priest shall bring them before Yahovah, and prepare his sin offering and his ascending offering. And he shall prepare the ram as a slaughtering of peace offerings to Yahovah, together with the basket of unleavened bread. And the priest shall prepare its grain offering and its drink offering. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tent of appointment, and shall take the hair from the head of his separation, and shall put it on the fire which is under the slaughtering of the peace offerings. And the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram, and 1 unleavened cake from the basket, and 1 unleavened thin cake, and put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after he has shaved his hair of separation. Then the priest shall wave them, a wave offering before Yahovah. It is set apart for the priest, besides the breast of the wave offering, and besides the thigh of the contribution. And afterward the Nazarite shall drink wine. This is the Torah of the Nazarite, who vows to Yahovah the offering for his separation, and besides that, whatever else his hand is able to provide. According to the vow which he takes, so he shall do according to the Torah of his separation. And Yahovah spoke to Moshe, saying, speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, This is how you bless the children of Israel. Say to them, Yehovah bless you and guard you. Yehovah make his face shine upon you and show favor to you. Yehovah lift up his face upon you and give you peace. Thus they shall put my name on the children of Israel, and I myself shall bless them. Numbers 7. And it came to be, when Moshe finished setting up the dwelling place, that he anointed it and set it apart and all its furnishings, as well as the slaughter place and all its utensils. Thus he anointed them and set them apart. And the leaders of Israel, heads of their fathers' houses, who were the leaders of the tribes, and over the ones registered, drew near. And they brought their offering before Yehovah, 6 covered wagons and 12 cattle, a wagon for every 2 of the leaders, and for each one a bull. And they brought them near before the dwelling place. And Yehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, Accept these from them, and they shall be used in doing the service of the tent of appointment. And you shall give them to the Levites, each one according to his service. And Moshe took the wagons and the cattle, and gave them to the Levites. He gave 2 wagons and 4 cattle to the sons of Gershon, according to their service. And he gave 4 wagons and 8 cattle to the sons of Merari, according to their service, under the hand of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. But to the sons of Kehath he gave none, because theirs was the service of the set-apart objects, which they bore on their shoulders. And the leaders brought the dedication offering of the slaughter place in the day it was anointed. So the leaders brought their offering before the slaughter place. And Yehovah said to Moshe, Let them bring their offering, 1 leader each day, for the dedication of the slaughter place. And the one who brought his offering on the first day was Nasso, son of Amminadab, from the tribe of Yehudah. And his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Nasso, son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nathanael, son of Suar, leader of Issachar, brought near. He brought his offering, 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Nathanael, son of Suar. On the third day, Eliab, son of Helon, leader of the children of Zebulun. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Eliab, son of Helon. On the fourth day, Eliezer, son of Shedeur, leader of the children of Reuben. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grave offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Eliezer, son of Shedeur. On the fifth day, Shelumiel, son of Shur-Shaddai, leader of the children of Shimon. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Shelumiel, son of Surishadai. On the sixth day, Eliasaph, son of Duel, a leader of the children of Gad. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Eliasaph, son of Dorel. On the seventh day, Elishama, son of Ammihud, leader of the children of Ephraim. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Elishama, son of Ammihud. On the eighth day, Gamliel, son of Pedashur, leader of the children of Manasseh. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Gamliel, son of Pedashur. On the ninth day, Abidan, son of Gedoni, leader of the children of Benjamin. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Abidan, son of Gedoni. On the 10th day, Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai, leader of the children of Dan. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, Pagiel, son of Okran, leader of the children of Asher. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Pagiel, son of Okran. On the 12th day, Ahira, son of Enan, leader of the children of Naphtali. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Ahira, son of Enan. This was the dedication of the slaughter place from the leaders of Israel when it was anointed. 12 silver dishes, 12 silver bowls, 12 gold ladles. Each silver dish was 130 shekels, and each bowl 70 shekels. All the silver of the vessels was 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. The 12 gold ladles filled with incense was 10 shekels each, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. All the gold of the ladles was 120 shekels. All the cattle for the ascending offering were 12 young bulls, the rams 12, the male lambs a year old 12, with their grain offering, and the male goats as a sin offering 12. And all the cattle for the slaughtering of peace offerings were 24 bulls, the rams 60, the male goats 60, the lambs a year old 60. This was the dedication of the slaughter place after it was anointed. And when Moshe went into the tent of appointment to speak with him, he heard the voice of one speaking to him from above the lid of atonement that was on the ark of the witness from between the 2 cherubim. Thus he spoke to him. Judges 13, 2 through 25. And there was a certain man from Sora, of the clan of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren, and had not borne. And a messenger of Jehovah appeared to the woman and said to her, See now, you are barren and have not borne, but you shall conceive, and you shall bear a son. And now, please guard, and do not drink wine or strong drink, and do not eat any unclean food. For look, you are conceiving and bearing a son, and let no razor come upon his head, for the youth is a Nazarite to Elohim from the womb on, and he shall begin to save Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. And the woman came and spoke to her husband, saying, A man of Elohim came to me, and his appearance was like the appearance of a messenger of Elohim, very awesome. But I did not ask him where he was from, and he did not declare to me his name. And he said to me, See, you are conceiving and bearing a son. And now, drink no wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean food. For the youth is a Nazarite to Elohim from the womb to the day of his death. And Manoah prayed to Jehovah and said, O Jehovah, please let the man of Elohim, whom you sent, come to us again and teach us what to do for the youth who is to be born. And Elohim listened to the voice of Manoah. And the messenger of Elohim came to the woman again as she was sitting in the field. But Manoah, her husband, was not with her. And the woman ran hurriedly, informed her husband, and said to him, See, he has appeared to me, the man who came to me the other day. And Manoah arose and went after his wife, and came to the man, and he said to him, Are you the man who spoke to this woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, Now, let your words come true. What is to be the rule for the youth's life and his work? And the messenger of Jehovah said to Manoah, Let the woman guard all that I said to her. Let her not eat any food that comes from the vine, neither let her drink wine nor strong drink, or eat any unclean food. Let her guard all that which I have commanded her. And Manoah said to the messenger of Jehovah, Please let us detain you, and prepare a young goat for you. And the messenger of Jehovah said to Manoah, Though you detain me, I do not eat your food. But if you offer an ascending offering, offer it to Jehovah. For Manoah did not know he was a messenger of Jehovah. Then Manoah said to the messenger of Jehovah, What is your name? When your words come true, then we shall esteem you. And the messenger of Jehovah said to him, Why do you ask my name, since it is wondrous? And Manoah took the young goat with the grain offering, and offered it upon the rock to Jehovah. And he did wondrously, while Manoah and his wife looked on. And it came to be, as the flame went up toward the heavens from the slaughter place, that the messenger of Jehovah went up in the flame of the slaughter place. And Manoah and his wife were watching, and they fell on their faces to the ground. And the messenger of Jehovah did not appear any more to Manoah and his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was a messenger of Jehovah. And Manoah said to his wife, We shall certainly die, because we have seen Elohim. But his wife said to him, If Jehovah had been pleased to put us to death, he would not have accepted an ascending offering and a grain offering from our hands, nor would he have shown us all this, nor would he have let us hear the like of this. So the woman bore a son and called his name Shimshon, and the child grew, and Jehovah blessed him. And the Spirit of Jehovah began to move him at Mahane Dan between Sora and Eshtaol. Luke 1:11 through 20. And a messenger of Jehovah appeared to him, standing on the right side of the slaughter place of incense. And when Zechariah saw him, he was troubled, and fell upon him. But the messenger said to him, Do not be afraid, Zechariah, for your prayer is heard. And your wife Elisheba shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Johanan. And you shall have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth. For he shall be great before Jehovah, and shall drink no wine and strong drink at all. And he shall be filled with the set-apart spirit, even from his mother's womb. And he shall turn many of the children of Israel to Jehovah their Elohim. And he shall go before him in the spirit and power of Eliyahu, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the disobedient to the insight of the righteous, to make ready a people prepared for me. And Zechariah said to the messenger, By what shall I know this? For I am old, and my wife advanced in years. And the messenger answering said to him, I am Gabriel, who stands in the presence of Elohim, and was sent to speak to you and announce to you this good news. But see, you shall be silent and unable to speak until the day this takes place, because you did not believe my words, which shall be filled in their appointed times.